everybody. It's Heather here. It's been a little while since I've posted a reading aloud to grown-ups on my Facebook page. I have done some recording and placed them on my YouTube channel, which is just simply Heather Wandell, if you wanted to look at any of the ones I've posted in the past. Anyway, it's been 3 days since the storm on our nation's capital. And it's really hard for me to know what to say that is large enough. And because there are lots of small-minded things that come to my mind around it. And, if you speak out about it, then you're part of the problem. If you don't speak out about it, you're part of the problem. If you speak about love, then you live in a woo-woo world. Well, guess what? Love is my decision. And I have to work at it every day. Every day I have to declare it. And I hope that that's the consciousness I'm working from most of the time. There is a song that I was introduced to this week by Merritt, and it's called Be a Light. Beautiful song, and I love this line from it. It's hard to live in color when you just see black and white. In a world full of hate, be a light. So today's reading is from The Art of Being, 101 Ways to Practice Purpose in Your Life by Dennis Merritt Jones. The Art of Being by Dennis Merritt Jones. And the chapter that I am reading today, and it's called Great Expectations. Our environment, the world in which we live and work, is a mirror of our attitudes and expectations. And that's a quote by Earl Nightingale. Once upon a time, a traveler from a far distant town approached a wise man who was just leaving the city into which the traveler was entering. The traveler stopped the wise man and said, "Can you tell me about the city from whence you have just come? What is the quality and the character of the people?" The wise man replied, "First, stranger, tell me, what were the people like in the town that you just visited?" The traveler replied, "Oh, they were a cold bunch of people with no kind words for anyone. It was not a happy town. They were very judgmental, and the people were mean-spirited and unwelcoming, and I couldn't get out of that town fast enough." The wise man paused, and then he replied, "Ah, I believe you'll discover that the citizens of this town are exactly the same." A short distance further down the road, the wise man was encountered by another traveler entering the city. And likewise, the traveler asked the same question of the wise man, saying, "What is the quality and the character of the citizens of this city, sir?" Again, the wise man replied, "First, stranger, tell me, what were the people like in the last town that you visited?" The traveler replied, "Oh, they were an amazing group of people. They were outgoing and friendly and welcoming with arms wide open. They were unconditionally loving, and I felt like each one was my brother or sister. And oh, I missed them greatly." The wise man paused and then replied, "Ah, I believe that you'll find the people in this town are the same." I am uncertain of the origin of this story, but it makes the point very well, doesn't it? Life tends to respond to our outlook. It shapes itself to meet our expectations, which are birthed in our consciousness. In the words of author Jon Kabat-Zinn, wherever you go, there you are. In other words, wherever you go on the journey called life, you project your attitude and experiences and expectations ahead of you. In other words, sorry, wherever you go on your journey called life, you project your attitudes and expectations ahead of you. And life can only be a divine reflector of your consciousness, drawing to you the people, events, and circumstances that reflect what you expect to find when you get there. You might keep this in mind the next time you go to a party or business meeting with people that you may feel less than loving towards, or the next time you speak with that ex spouse, or the next time you go to any other environment where, up until now, you may generally have expected the worst from people rather than the best. The secret of the ages is to learn to have great expectations with a very low attachment to the outcome. If you can achieve this, you will discover what true inner peace means. What I have discovered is that what I expect from others is exactly what I get. People generally live up or down to the level that I expect. Why? Because the energy that I radiate or broadcast can draw me only more of the same. That's why. I'll read that one again. Because the energy that I radiate or broadcast can draw to me only more of the same. That's why. On a very practical level, give some thought to this principle before you take off on a vacation. Before you walk into the post office or the grocery store, and most certainly before you enter your home. What will you expect your experience to be? Because as any wise man or woman knows, you will find the people there to be exactly as you expect them to be. What will you expect of others? Start with yourself. What is the character and quality of the person who lives in your skin? As without. As within, so without. Yes? As within, so without. So at the end of each chapter, he adds some mindfulness practices. And I'd just love to read these to you. If you catch yourself expecting less than the best others have to offer, revisit your own intention and make an adjustment in the altitude of your attitude. Choose to be the one who brings the light with you. Realize that you are broadcasting to the universe exactly the experience you expect it to be. And remember, the universe always says yes. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Until next time, bye.